Good morning and welcome to my latest video blog. So first things first, I still have a job. So we found out yesterday. So I am pleased. Most people are pleased. Not everyone, but most are pleased. So I guess that's the best outcome you can hope for at this point. On to what's happening next. So during this process, some group coach roles were advertised. I did not apply for one and I did not get one. But in networks and IT, where I am working, there are 2 group coaches and I think about 13 or so groups. So the maths doesn't really add up. So some of the team coaches, which I am one, have been asked to work at a group level to be as effective as possible because, again, maths, working with one team in a group or 3 teams in a group, you're going to get less reach than if you worked at the group level assisting the group scrum master. So I do not have a group coach role, but I will be helping out at the group level in one of the teams. The handover is next week, so that'll be starting then. In the meantime, I'm still working with one of the teams in Mobile Enablers, and I've had a fantastic week with them. We had a fabulous conversation, really, about what an awesome backlog refinement is going to look like, how that helps your sprint planning, how it all ties together, and how having a realistic intake of stories into your sprint means your stand-ups can be about your achievements. They don't have to be a status report because you can assume that all your stories are going to be completed and you only need to be told by exception that they're not. Whereas if you take in heaps of stories, take in, the most optimistic case of stories, and you very rarely finish them all, then you're going to have to get status updates, because if you're not assuming you're going to finish them, you need to find out. So it was interesting having that conversation about how all these practices tied together to make all the other practices work. I don't think it was something that had really clicked in my head, just how interconnected they were, until you saw that one change of just taking in a realistic number of stories has a flow-on effect to everything else. So that was a lesson for me as well as the team. The other team that I coached only for a couple of days, I was actually really enjoying my time with them. We had an awesome stand-up where they were putting into practice talking about their achievements and their blockers rather than talking about status. And then we had a fabulous coaching canvas session where we went through what they wanted my help with. And by coincidence, the technical product owner and the Scrum Master were unavailable for that meeting. So I got the team's view. Now, I'd actually already spoken to the TPO and the Scrum Master before that meeting, so I already had their view. But to get the team's view without them deferring, as teams do, to the Scrum Master and product owner was actually really fantastic. So I got that full picture of what was actually needed in that team, and then I handed it over to somebody else. But they've got that full picture, which is great. And I think they'll be a fantastic team for the new coach to work with, which is going to be great. So because I have been knowing that this new role is coming up, just been waiting for the handover, I've been pushing a lot more with the team I'm working with. They probably have noticed a difference. They haven't seemed to have pushed back yet, so hopefully I'm not being too pushy. But we do seem to have made some progress. The stand-ups, with some reminders, are talking more about achievements. But as I said, I think the real breakthrough is going to be when they do their planning. They're actually going to have a short sprint. They're going to have a 1-week sprint. There's some issues they need to focus on for a week, and that will actually realign them to the sprint cadence of the rest of the company. So that works out brilliantly. So I'm really excited, and hopefully during the handover will have time to spend a bit more time with them before I have to stop and just be, on call. So that's where I'm at. In summary, I have a job. I'm happy. I'm going to be helping out at a group level, but I'm not a group coach. Just to make that clear, I did not get one of those roles. And I didn't apply. And I'm having a great time with the teams I'm still coaching until I move on to the new role, where I'm sure I'll have a great time as well. Thank you.